電影全攻略有我鄭峰。
大家好，我係甄子丹。
我係古天樂，係吳鎮宇。
我衛詩雅。
我係伍允龍。
你而家睇緊嘅係
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 電影全攻略。電影全攻略。
電影全攻略。
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 今集嘅電影全攻略，我嚟到新西蘭呢度同《阿凡達3》嘅台前幕後做專訪。嗱，新西蘭呢個地方咧，對於金像名導占士金馬倫嚟講，絕對係意義非凡啊！佢除咗好中意呢度嘅生活節奏啦，同埋大自然環境之外啦，同佢合作無間嘅電影特效公司 Worthing 更加係扎根喺呢度，所以佢亦都全家搬咗嚟新西蘭呢度啊！而喺25年嘅8月咧，佢更加正式成為咗新西蘭嘅公民添。跟住落嚟，事不宜遲啦，立即睇下今集嘅訪問同埋呢個禮拜嘅新片速遞啊！今次電影公司仲帶我參觀電影展覽同埋全球最頂尖嘅特效公司 Worthing 添。嗱，之前咧喺《阿凡達2》裏面啦，有好多喺水底拍攝嘅場景啦。咁其實咧都係要演員咧先會着住一啲特製嘅服裝啦，去進行一啲動作嘅捕捉㗎。嗱，呢個動作捕捉技術咧好犀利啊！就係咧要靠一啲好特定嘅一啲服裝，我哋而家咧都可以見到就係呢個服裝啦。咁就特別咧，佢哋話揀銀色咧，係因為銀色咧喺水底之下啦，無論係任何光線點樣折射都好啦，嗰個顏色出嚟嗰個效果都係最好㗎。Looking back to casting two of the biggest on-screen couples ever, Leo and Kate, Zoe and Sam, for Avatar, how different were the non-negotiable things for you to make the final call?
Well, Kate was I mean, she just seemed like Rose to me. She was very easy to cast in that character. Leonardo I quite liked, but he didn't want to play the character. I had to talk him into it, and he eventually, he did a spectacular job. It was very similar on Avatar, which is that I found Zoe first, and she just seemed to be, I saw a lot of people, but I cast Zoe first. And then Sam was a bit rough. He had a thick Australian accent, and I saw something in him that I didn't see in a lot of the other young actors that I was seeing. I wanted to cast Sam. It was actually the opposite in a way. I wanted to cast Sam, but the studio didn't want to cast him. The 20th Century Fox executives at the time couldn't see what I saw in him. But eventually they just said, fine, it's your movie, you do whatever you want. And so I cast Sam. But we still had to have him work with a dialect coach, a voice coach, to get rid of the thick Australian accent, because I wanted him to be more neutral.
嗱，今次咧喺《阿凡達3》裏面咧，亦都出現咗一個新嘅種族啦，亦都係咧今集咧嗰個嘅大反派啊，就係 Ram 啦。嗱，呢一個咧就係 Una Chaplin 咧佢飾演嘅嗰個嘅大反派啦。Zoe, James is so meticulous in his work. So what new surprises did he bring to you this time?
Mastering the way of water, in Avatar, the way of water was quite extraordinary. We all know his fascination with water and with sea life, and it was always something that he wanted to incorporate into the world of Pandora. This time for Fire and Ash, getting to meet the Mongguan people and see how they harness fire was quite fascinating. The complexity that he was able to add by making one of our own, a Na'vi clansman, be out of her path with Awa, and still be so strikingly powerful. As Sahik was extraordinary for me, and I really think that Una did a wonderful job in playing a very complex antagonist. But
You can say that.
I can, a little bit.
Do you still remember how the Na'vi used to growl, to hiss, to yell, especially when they're angry? You still remember the way how they do it?
Yeah, I did it for many years after Avatar. I think it took me a long time to get out of that. And I love it. I just love how that's a form of expression for them when they're feeling discomfort, when they feel betrayed, when they feel upset. Even to answer you when they don't like something, they'll hiss, and to see tuk tire like do that tuk is the most, to see Trinity snarling was amazing.
I do it with my daughter. When there's a line where you're like, don't cross this line, and she's like, oh.
呢度咧就係佢哋 Pandora 上面咧，佢哋唔同嘅 clans 咧，佢哋用嘅一啲嘅武器啦，呢個。 嗱，呢個咧就係未來版嘅一啲平板啦。你見到咧，其實佢哋做得好 details 㗎，上面咧好多呢啲細節位啦，嗰啲燈啊，佢哋嗰啲開關啊，都做得好仔細嘅。
So, are you guys continuously pushing the boundaries of your breath whole time underwater?
Well, the Avatar Fire and Ash and Avatar Way of Water is one movie. So yeah, the skill set that we had to learn for the Way of Water, which was the breath holds, we all did training on that with some world-class experts. It's extremely difficult. It's probably the most challenging and difficult thing I've ever done as an actor, is to do scenes underwater and not look like you're going to die. But luckily we trained, and as I said, it continues into Fire and Ash. There's certainly water scenes. As the Met Kaina, they had to be more comfortable than say Jake.
Yeah.
But it was, I like all the pool work. It's just very challenging.
And who holds the longest breath hold?
Probably Kate Winslet. Yeah.
Kate Winslet, right?
Yeah.
Over 7 minutes.
7 minutes?
Over.
Yeah.
Over 7 minutes.
Yes.
So it's longer than Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cliff, your characters was created entirely through performance capture. So what's the most challenging aspect of that process?
To be honest, I found it a joyful process. The challenging part, I guess, was getting the dots put on my face, and the dots and putting on this uncomfortable outfit, but once that is done, the rest is just, for me, very playful, joyful, and I was having a great time of my life. So I didn't find it. Just got a great story to tell, amazing artists to work with, and somebody who I just, huge respect and admiration for, Jim. I got no hardship for me, just a pleasure.
喺電影裏面啦，佢哋男女做人啦，佢哋嗰個身高啦，都係比人類高好多嘅。而家呢個咧就係1:1，就呈現翻佢哋喺電影裏面嗰個實際嗰個高度啦。
Will your relationship with your son Spider change this time?
Spider?
Yeah, Spider.
Developing. I mean, it is. It just doesn't. If the relationship didn't change, there'd be no point in doing the picture, it seems to me. That's true of all the relationships, but of course the relationship with Spider is fraught with emotion, with resentment, with all, from both points of view, with caring, with kind of callousness. Clark's just trying to figure it out, what it is to be a father. Am I a father at all? Some days I'm not your father, and then, some days, I'm your dad.
Jack is complicated between Spider and his incarnation of his biological father, Mouse Quanch. So have you ever discussed with Jim about how Spider should feel about his father?
Yeah, I during filming I was like, do you think Spider actually likes Quarge and wants to be, accepted with his who does he want more, Jake or Quarge? And I think I want the audience to kind of figure it out for themselves, but I think I had an answer in my mind when I was making it, and I think it's obvious by the third act.
Okay.
阿凡達3故事緊接上集結尾 ，Jake Sully 同 Nick Terry 喺海洋部落戰爭後努力撫平失去長子嘅傷痛，並保護被追捕嘅蜘蛛仔。佢哋決定尋求愛好和平嘅風箱族幫助，結伴前往秘密據點。點知途中被神秘而且極其殘暴嘅萬關族突襲，佢哋更加同維治上校聯手展開血腥報復。而與此同時，人類勢力嘅 RDA 亦正蠢蠢欲動，醖釀新一輪嘅入侵行動。過家家，遠離家鄉嘅租客鍾不凡被老房東任巴誤以為係離家多年嘅兒子，跣都唔跣下嘅鍾不凡冇辦法下，唯有同幾位萍水相逢嘅人相聚喺同一屋檐下，唔係一家人，但係就硬入一家門。當鍾不凡被任巴不定時發作嘅胡圖折磨得死去活來嘅時候，竟然發現咗呢位老人家深藏多年嘅秘密。今集嘅時間差唔多啦，下個禮拜同樣時間電影全攻略再見啦，拜拜。